Hi, I'm Kiefer Woods with Quality Boats here in Clearwater, Florida. Behind me is Pursuit's 326 dual console. Let's go take a look. This particular boat is powered by Yamaha's V6 350 horsepower engine. With these motors, you will see about 55 mile an hour top speed and just under a 400-mile range. It's an option and an upgrade. You can also get it with the twin 300 V6 Yamahas as well, which will lower it about 5 miles an hour to a top speed right about 50. We're in the cockpit of the DC 326. On the starboard side here, you've got an inward opening dive door, removable ladder that's not deployed, so it opens inward. So if you pull up to the dock, it's easy to get on and off. If you're in the water, you deploy the ladder, you can get in and out without being backed by the props of the engines. All of our hardware, the stainless steel is 316 stainless steel, so all this stuff that you see, it's all top of the line, high-end, high-quality material. 26-gallon live well back here. Friction hinges there to keep it open. Hook here for your bait, for your live well plug. I always think that's a nice feature that the boat builders put on there, because that's one of the things you don't want to lose when you're headed out for a day of fishing. We got rod holders across the back here for either storage for your rods when you're running out, or if you want to set up a couple trolling spreads. Large bilge access down in the center of the cockpit here. Dedicated storage for that dive ladder I mentioned earlier. Gen sets down there. You can see it's all finished off really nicely. Fire extinguisher and some other stuff. On the starboard and port side, you've got a pair of fish boxes here. So insulated with overboard drains, plenty of space, grouper, snapper, mahi, you have it. When you're not fishing, you got deployable wraparound bench seats here. Plenty of space for family and friends if you're running out to the sandbar or cruising to a restaurant. Overhead, we've got the electric shade deployed right now, so plenty of shade for this hot Florida sunshine. And you can run, at a comfortable speed, I would say low 30s with it deployed. As we make our way forward in the boat, you've got rear-facing mezz seating here, so if you're watching the kids play in the water, watching your spread while you're trolling, nice comfortable space, flip-up armrest here. Hidden behind the backrest, you've got dedicated tackle and tool storage with your Plano boxes. Heavy-duty magnets will keep it in place when you're running, so you don't have to worry about that falling down. Flip-up seat here, small cooler for drinks. Starboard side of the boat, you've got your summer kitchen type setup. You've got your grill, a sink, some cutting area, stainless steel fridge here, and dedicated trash can storage in here. Here at the helm, this boat's outfitted with the latest electronics and gear from Yamaha and Garmin. So plenty of switches down here, which are nice. They're easy to manipulate. You don't have to worry about them being the digital switching that can mess up with you when you're offshore. You've got your Lumar bow thruster control here. Twin Garmins, as we were discussing, engine data, your stereo system, fish finder, chart plotter, a vent here for the AC on those hot, steamy days where we're not getting much breeze. Yamaha Helmmaster EX controls with the autopilot and your joystick, fish point, stay point, drift point controls. Another fire extinguisher down there. And as we make our way over here, plenty of seating, removable table, nice modern, fully enclosed glass windshield that you can open up here to get some more air. Down here in the floor, you've got plenty of access to batteries, some through hauls, and other things. So if you're one to work on the boat yourself, it's really nice. You don't have to be a contortionist to get in and access some of your stuff. Inside the starboard console, you'll find your head. Sink, mirror, storage underneath the countertop, vent for the AC to keep it cool during those hot days, dedicated storage for the table and support leg that we talked about earlier, and then your marine head with overboard discharge. In the port side console, you'll find a small berth. You also have access to your breaker panel, air conditioning controls, additional storage, wireless phone charger, storage for 4 rods, your bow table / bow filler, dedicated storage, and a berth that can sleep 1 to 2 comfortably. That also flips up into a seat if you just need to get out of the heat or get out of a thunderstorm for a little bit. Up here in the bow, you have plenty of seating and storage. So under both port and starboard sides, you've got these giant boxes to house your gear for the day, or your safety gear if it lives on board. You've got cup holders, grab rails, USB chargers, JL audio sound system speakers. On the port side, you have your JL audio control. So if you're in charge of the stereo, you don't have to go back and bother the captain when you want to turn it up, turn it down, or switch the song. Where I'm standing, there's a filler pad that goes here to make this one big cushion area, or that filler pad goes on an arm and it can be a table for dining when you're up here in the bow. All the way up in the front, we've got pop-up, oversized yacht-style cleats and access to your windlass anchor. Another nice feature on this boat is you have both freshwater and raw water hookups up here. So when it comes to cleaning off your gear, you can hose it off with fresh water instead of just the salt water like on a lot of other boats. And that about wraps it up here on the DC 326 by Pursuit. The boat sits at 34.5 feet length overall, a 1010 beam, and will weigh just about 13,000 pounds dry with motors. For more information, visit qualityboats.com, or you can call or text me. My name's Kiefer, 727-710-0442. Thanks again.